I just finished making the arrangements for Lyle. He was a good man. I'm sorry, Commander.
Yeah, he was. And now I have to fill his slot in the squadron.
Have you found anybody promising since you got back?
I found a couple of prospects, but only a couple. The tax is driving most of the good pilots away from Istanbul. Anyhow, the best of the two is Ari Benghazi. He's coming on base today.
Just be careful. We don't want another one like Janet creeping into the squadron.
You don't have to tell me my job, Mr. Beetlebaum. In fact, you should be careful too. The tax has lured a surplus of accountants to Istanbul, and there aren't too many pilots like Janet Page anywhere.
I don't like what you're implying, Commander.
I'm sorry, Virgil. That was out of line. I know the Wildcats couldn't get along without you.
Damn right we can't. Send Mr. Benghazi in when he gets here, and I'll make sure his paperwork is squared away.
What do you think of Ari anyway?
Good credentials.
That's probably why he left the military life. His career was at a dead end with the Israeli Air Force, so he figured he'd go where there was more pay and excitement. Anyway, I'm hoping he'll do most of his talking in the air.
I am looking for the commander.
You found him. You must be Ari. Right on time, too. I like that. Good to have you on board.
Thank you, sir.
Look, I hate to take off right away, but I need to go shake up some work in Selim's. Our accountant, Virgil, is expecting you. He works in that office over there. He'll take care of your paperwork. Afterwards, you can set up your gear in the barracks. There's an empty bunk on the end. When you're done, feel free to mingle with the rest of the squadron.
I am not much of a mingler, sir.
Whatever. We'll talk more later. And Ari, you're not flying for the Israeli Air Force anymore, so calling me sir is optional.
Hello again, young commander. How are you holding up under the burden of command?
Very well. How do you like being a tool of the Turkish government?
We are all but swords in the hands of our employers. Some of my associates have recovered the flight recorder from Lyle Richards' plane. Though he was a mediocre flyer, I am sure he would like it returned. His last words were particularly touching.
Yes, you will hand Mr. Richards' black box over to us immediately.
Easy, monsieur, easy. We will, of course, return all of your baselines remains, such as they are, at the first opportunity.
Lyle may not have been the best we had, but he knew that there's more to being a merc than collecting a paycheck.
Oh, but of course there is. The size of the check matters too. I am afraid I'm becoming quite bored with this intrusive altruism of yours.
Oh, it saved your flea-bitten hide once. See you in the air.
I'm pleased to see you are still around, Commander. Very few credible mercenary squadrons are left.
What have you got for me, Mohammed?
A beauty of a mission, Commander. A very noble cause. The U.S. is trying to repatriate Hawaii. They have sent a carrier group to the islands to crush any resistance. The Hawaiian government wishes to hire a merc squadron to remove this thorn from their side.
A U.S. carrier group is slightly more than a thorn. Besides, the IRS would love to have an excuse to audit the Wildcats.
The Hawaiian government has offered legal assistance should the IRS get greedy, as well as 8 million once the carrier is scuttled. Do you agree to these terms? I knew one as honorable as yourself would see the merit in such a mission. I'll contact Virgil immediately.